everyone. Welcome to Anne's BookTube, Refuge for Bibliophiles. This is Anna, and in this video, I am going to talk about the books that I am currently reading. So I wanted this video to be part of a series of videos where I talked the books that I am currently reading. So as already mentioned in the previous video, I am currently reading 11 to 12 books in total, and in each video I am going to talk about 5 to 6 books. So I titled this series of videos as mid-year book freakout tag, but it is already the end of the year, but never mind, because better late than never. So let's get started. Now the first book that I am reading is The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. So this book is about an architect named Howard Roark who does not have a formal degree, but he is exceptional with his work. Wherever he goes, his work is admired, but he is somewhat crude in his dealings with his supervisors and his colleagues, because of which he ends up getting frustrated. And there is another fellow named as Peter Keating. So Peter Keating has a formidable university degree, and he is exceptionally good with his words. So this story revolves around the life of these two architects, Peter Keating and Howard Roark. Howard Roark is the protagonist of this book, and it talks about office politics and the dynamics of the relationship between people in an office setting. So this is a very nice book. I feel that everyone should try reading this book, and this is a great book indeed. The only complaint about this book is that the font size of this book is very small, and it is a little bit difficult to read this book because of the font size. This book consists of about 700 pages, and the synopsis of the book says that when it was first published in 1943, The Fountainhead, containing Ayn Rand's daringly original literary vision with the seeds of her groundbreaking philosophy, objectivism, won immediate worldwide acclaim. The instant classic is the story of an intransigent young architect, his violent battle against conventional standards, and his explosive love affair with a beautiful woman who struggles to defeat him. The edition of The Fountainhead, celebrating the controversial and enduring legacy of the author, features an afterword by Rand's literary executor, Leonard Peikoff, offering some of Ayn Rand's personal notes on the development of her masterwork and a reader's guide to her writing and philosophy. So this is indeed a very good book, and everyone should check it out, in my opinion. And I think it is going to be a 5-star read for me, and yeah, I guess you would like this book. So the next book that I am currently reading is The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Now this is a fantasy novel, and this series consists of about 11-12 books, and I personally am not that much of a fantasy lover. I am more into classics and mystery and thrillers, and just to check if I would like fantasy or not, I purchased this book and tried to give this book a try, but I came to the conclusion that fantasy is not my cup of tea. But since I have purchased this book, I would read the entirety of the book. I won't be purchasing any more books in this series. So this book is about a son and his father who who apparently lead a very ordinary life, but they are bestowed with magical powers, as will be revealed um, after you are 100 pages into this book. And yeah, this book is I don't as just because I don't like fantasy, I am not enjoying the book. But those who are into fantasy, they have mentioned that this is a nice book, and they in fact they did love the series. So if you are a fantasy novel not a lover, or you if you want to delve deep into fantasy novels, you may give this book a try. But for me it is going to be a 3.5-star read, I guess. So this is the second book that I am reading. Now, the next book that I am reading is A Short History of Everything by Bill Bryson. Now, this book talks everything about science, starting from how the universe started, and the book talks about atoms and subatomic particles. It talks about Einstein. It talks about different prehistoric ages. So this is a great book in my opinion, and I would give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, I haven't read the book completely, but I completely enjoyed the book, and I think it is going to be a 5-star read for me. So this book consists of about 550 pages, and the font size is quite legible. So those who are students of science might take a look at this book. This is a great book in my opinion, and I think you will enjoy it as well. So the next book that I am currently reading is My Autobiography by Alex Ferguson. So Alex Ferguson is the manager of Manchester United. So those who are into sports will know that he has been managing Manchester United for years. In this book, he talks about his rival Jose Mourinho, and he also talks about other football players such as Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo, and David Beckham, and several other players. He talks about the of dynamics that goes beyond constructing a football club. So, and the thing about about this autobiographical novels is that you get an insight into the life and the mind and the thought process of this great personalities. So yeah, I feel that everyone should read this book, and this is indeed a great book. So the next book that I am currently reading is Einstein by Walter Isaacson. So the Walter Isaacson in this in this biography talks about the life of Einstein. I got this book from my college library, and I am already enjoying it. And this is a great book. I have already read another biography by Walter Isaacson, and that was on Steve Jobs. I thoroughly enjoyed that book as well, and this book is very exceptional, and I would recommend those who are into physics, or those who are into science, basically those who have studied high school science, to read these books, because if you are somewhat familiar with science, then you will thoroughly enjoy the book. I think this is going to be a 5-star read for me. So yeah, this book is about, again, 500 pages long, and the font size is quite legible, and yeah, this is a nice book. Now the next two books that I am reading is by P.G. Wodehouse. One is What Ho by P.G. Wodehouse, and the other one is The Golf Omnibus by P.G. Wodehouse. So I got this book from my college library, and this is again a hilariously funny book. And the thing with P.G. Woodhouse's books is that not all of them are funny. For instance, this book, What Ho by P.G. Woodhouse, is not as funny as this particular book. This book is about some of the golf players, and this is book, and this is a quite enjoyable book. I feel that if you are a PG Woodhouse fan or want to venture into PG Woodhouse's books, you may give this book a try, and this is quite a nice book. Now these are all the physical books that I am currently reading. Now I will talk about some of the uh, soft copies of books that I am currently reading. So the first book that I am currently reading is The Midnight Gang by David Walliams. So The Midnight Gang is a children's novel. So if you have a nephew or niece who is 7 to 10 years old, then this might be a great gift for them. And this book is about a group of children who are admitted in a hospital, and they are basically carrying out an adventure after midnight when everyone else is asleep. Yes, this is a very funny book, and you may recommend it to your nephews and nieces, or brothers or sister, if they are in the age group of 7 to 10. Now the next book that I am reading is Temeraire by Naomi Novik. So this is again a fantasy novel, and I am not that much of a fantasy lover, as I have already mentioned. Yeah, this book is, for me, this book is an average one, but this is not a bad book either. If you are into fantasy, then you may like this book. And this book is about a dragon which get hatched into a basically British ship. So this pertains to the time when Britain was in war with France in the medieval times, and there were dragons and all such mystical elements. Um, the English trained that dragon, and the story continues from then onwards. This is a nice book, but since I don't love fantasy as much, this is kind of an average book for me. So the next book that I am reading is A Scandal in Bohemia by Arthur Conan Doyle. It is a Sherlock Holmes book, and it is talks about a count of Germany who is into a scandal. Sherlock Holmes tries to resolve the situation, and this is a great book. I think it is going to be a 5-star read for me. After I read this particular book, A Scandal in Bohemia, I am going to read The Hound of Baskervilles and A Study in Scarlet by the same author, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And I would like to mention that among Sherlock Holmes and Agatha Christie writings, I prefer Sherlock Holmes more. And yeah, I think this is going to be a pleasant read for me, at least. And so yeah, these were all the books that I am currently reading. So I hope that you like this video, and I hope that from this video you would get some idea on what book to pick up next. Before you purchase a book, ensure that you check that book on Kindle or Google Play and see if you like the book or not. And yeah, so this was all about the video. I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.